Let's go. Welcome to On the Attack with Mac, a podcast meant to inspire, motivate, and even educate you to go out there and win in life. I'm your host, Cornell Mack, and your boy is geeked up because this is the third time I have tried this, and hopefully now you can hear me. All right. I had people stay over my house when I went on vacation. I came back. They must have ruined everything. Let me know. Can you hear me before I say anything else on this episode? Let me know. My goodness gracious. This has been ridiculous. Third time's the charm. Listen, we will get to this week's motivational minute. First, we'll get to the live viewer shout outs as soon as now everyone can hear me. That's good. So we'll get to the live viewer shout outs here in a second. But today we're going to be talking about Winning Life University. It is now here, the community that I've been talking and ballyhooing for the last couple months. It's supposed to start in June, then July. It's now August, and we will be starting here this week. So I'm going to tell you about it, explain some of the stuff that we're going to be doing in it. And he said, Navi said I was talking for 13 good minutes, and no one can hear me. And I don't even remember what I said, but we're going to have a fun show today. It's going to be a fun show. I'm going to tell you guys what I got going on and all of that. So hopefully everyone can hear me. We'll get to the live viewer shout outs uh, here in a second, followed by the motivational minute. Find out who this week's winner of the week is. We will hear Tate's word of the week. Then I'll give you some information. Then we'll free flow it from there. If you would like to join the show, I'm going to post a link down here in a second so you can join the show later if you feel up to it. I would love to talk to you tonight, but if not, we'll have a quick conversation about this. I'll tell you a quick story, and we'll go ahead and get on up out of here. But I feel bad because if you want to be shouted out during the live viewer shout outs, there were so many people in here earlier. It was like a bunch of people in here, and I really screwed the show up. But such is life. When you do a live show, sometimes you're gonna have some mess ups. But if you want to be shouted out during the live viewer shout outs, do me a favor on Facebook and YouTube. Comment down below. Let me know that you're here. I can see the people on Instagram, but I can't see you. So do me a favor and comment down below. Let me know you're here. How was your day today? Also, if you enjoy the show, we would love for more people to be here and watch the show with you live. So the comment section could be even better than it already is. And how we can do that is if you just share it out with someone. Share it to some of your friends, share it on your story. I don't know, however you're watching, I would appreciate that. But let's shout out some people who are in here. We have Tyler Flemage in the building, TM Landscaping Services in the building, Javi Navi's back in the building, CNC Landscapes is in the building over here on Instagram, on YouTube and Facebook. We got CR Lawn Maintenance in the building, JBA Lawn Care in the building, ADC Yard Works LLC is in the building, Harrison Property Management is in the building. Let's go. We got Mallard Outdoor, Mallard, I don't know why I always want to say that. Mallard Island LLC is in the building. Mont J, what's going on with you? Listen, I hope everyone had a wonderful Monday today. I'll tell you what we did this Monday and what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. It'll be quick. But first, we have to get to this week's motivational minute, which is brought to you by Equip Expo, which will be going on this year, October 22nd through the 25th down in Louisville, Kentucky. And if you are not already registered for the biggest trade show in the green industry, you can use code MACK50 to save yourself 50% off of your Equip registration. It's going to be an amazing time every year. Between 27 and 30,000 entrepreneurs and different brands are down there for the gigantic indoor area and the wonderful and magnificent outdoor area to try all of those big machines, small machines, robotic mowers, you name it, it will be there. Equip Expo 2025. Like I said, Mac 50 will save you 50% on your Equip registration. And if you go to the Equip website, you can also get your hotel room discounted with the Equip discounted rates. So if you are not already registered, go ahead and get registered and make sure that you reserve your room while they're still there. If you want to be where the action's at, you got to reserve that room now. And we're kind of late in the season, so you better get on it, or you will be staying out in the outskirts or an Airbnb somewhere, which is, I guess, fine as well. But just be down there at Louisville, Kentucky, see how big our industry actually is, and see all of the great things that Equip Expo puts on for us green industry entrepreneurs. Let's go. But this week's motivational minute is for you to make the first move. The reason why we're going to talk about Winning Life University today is because I had to stop procrastinating and stop messing around. Shout out to my homie Willie the Grassman, who actually put this idea in motion. God put him in a place to talk to me so he could be like, "Yo, Mac, you need to start a group." And I said, "What would I even do?" He is like, "Man, you're good at this. You will have people ready to go, right? And I believe in you, and I would join it." That's what he told me, right? All I had to do was make the first move. God had already given it. It's already been given to you, okay? But you got to make the first move. You can't have all of these great things that were given for you unless you make the move. No one gets anything done without taking action. I will always say this. You have to take action. You got to make the first move. If you want your dreams to become a reality, you have to take the first step. No one's going to push your car for you. So if you want to get somewhere, sometimes you got to push. All right. If you push, then people will help. But if you don't make the first move, no one's just going to give it to you. They're too busy trying to go after what God gave them to go get. So, if you want your dreams to become a reality, if you want to change your family tree, if you want to have the best life you could possibly have, the first thing you have to do is make the first move in the direction of those dreams, goals to make them a reality. So go ahead, make the first move. And that concludes this week's Motivational Minute. Shout out to Equip Expo again. Get your tickets now. Let's get to this week's winner of the week. We actually have 4 of them this week. But before we do that, we have a couple more people in here. Wood Brian, All Season LLC in the building. Randy's Lawn Care in the building. What's going on with you? Keystone Terra LLC. How are you doing today? We got Harold Wilson Jr. in the building. What's going on? Drew's Property Management in the building. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Again, if you want to be shouted out before we actually get to the bulk of the show, make sure you comment down below. And if you really want to help the show, like, subscribe, and if you really want to help the show, 5-star podcast reviews, man. That would really help your boy out. I would really appreciate that. And it takes 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. Help your boy out. Thank you very much in advance. And I'll also read them on the air if we ever get another one. But Valley View Lawns is in the building. Barra Construction is in the building. Unbroken Lawns is in the building. I like his channel, Oz Lawn Care. What's going on with you? WFJ Lawn Care. What's going on with you? How you doing tonight? All right, now let's get to this week's winner of the week. We have 4 of them, okay? The first one is a 15-year-old who is always in the comment section talking jazz, talking about my Pittsburgh Steelers. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. And my man, Clark Williamson, one of the people who is always in the comment section bringing light and information and even some humor to that comment section, sending me pictures all the time. And this week he picked up his first truck. I might add, he ain't even old enough to drive yet, and he's already bought his first truck for his business. So, you telling me you can't do it? My man is in high school, sophomore or junior. I'm not sure which one. I think it's a sophomore. He's a sophomore in high school. He already bought a truck for his business. And people tell me, man, it's too hard to do this. You can do it because Clark Williamson did it. You can do it because I did it. You can do it because CNC Landscaping did it. My girl Janelle. You can do it because Seeds Landscaping, the LBC OG, did it. You can do it. And Clark Williamson is doing it. Shout out to Clark Williamson with the brand new truck. He bought it off the lot, 15 years old. Man, he gonna have someone driving him around until he turns 16. But that's even more incentive for him to go out there and get his license. So shout out to my man Clark Williamson. Shout out to you, my friend. We appreciate you. Keep killing it. Second, we have my brother and my sister-in-law. So my brother and his wife, Mario and Corey. Shout out Rio's Lawn Care Plus, which I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. But him and his wife, my sister-in-law Corey, started a brand new business, and it is called the Lemon Lineup. And they will be making lemonade. And I'm gonna just tell you, I was part of the test group. It's fire. I don't. They got this whole little system on how they doing things. All right. They learned it on TikTok. People are always like, "Man, how do I go out there and make money? Watch some TikToks and then go create what you've seen on TikTok. That's why people are actually doing it. My brother and my sister-in-law seen someone making lemonade on TikTok who showed them the process. Guess what we about to do? We about to shoot some YouTube videos and show other people the process because making money is making money. How you do it is your choice. He tried lawn care. He didn't he liked it a little bit, wasn't good enough. He tried cooking. He didn't like that. He tried being a barber. Didn't like that. You see how you could just switch and pivot, man. You're a human. It's your story. It's your movie. You get to decide. Now they got a new movie that they just started. And they're gonna be selling lemonade. Just last weekend, they went to do a show, or not a show, it's like a little fair or something like that, community day. 1,200 bucks in 4 hours making damn lemonade. And people telling me that they can't live their dreams. They got a husband and a wife that started their business together. You know how much fun that is? You know how much better my business became when my wife became involved in it and we were actually together in the trades? When you do something with man with your significant other and y'all got two people aligned going in the same way, you know what a Belgian horse does. That's 34,000 pounds. All right. One Belgian horse can pull 12. Two can pull 34,000. You do the math. It's because you got two leaders powerful trying to get to the same location. Let's go. And it's going to be successful when a husband and a wife are aligned and going in that same direction towards what their promised land is. It ain't grass like it is for me. For them, it's lemons. What is it going to be for you? Start you a business. Next, we have my little sister. Shout out to her, my little sister. Her name is Deanna. A couple years ago, she hit me up and she said, "I'm gonna go to nursing school." She tried occupational therapy. She did that too. She ain't really like that. So she decided, I want to help people. You know, helping people is the best thing you could do. It really is. Helping other people is way better than helping yourself. She wanted to do that, so she went to nursing school. She hit me up. She needed some help with some books. She needed some help with some stuff. But you know what she didn't need help with? The will and the desire to win in life for her family. My sister got two kids, man, and she want to change family trees just like me. So she went to nursing school and she completed it. And I could tear up right now just thinking about it. How proud I am. We grew up single mom, basically being raised by her 12-year-old brother and her young mother. All right. And to go from that to graduating nursing school to go out and help other people when they really need it the most, they come to that hospital. It's dope. So shout out to my younger sister Deanna for graduating nursing school. Let's go. I had to speak some life into her when she came to my house over the weekend and hung out. And I'm just really proud, man. Proud big brother moment for me, my family, and especially my younger sister and her children. So shout out to her. Uh, and last but certainly not least, someone who's very near and dear to my heart. I talk about him all the time. He has his own segment, for goodness sake, and that's Marcus Tate, the LBC OG. He sent me some peaches. I wish I had one right now because he sent me some peaches last week. They are the best peaches. I've mentioned Marcus's peach farm on the show before. I'm still working on pushing him in the direction so he'll actually start making these things for sale, and he's on the process of doing that. So they'll be available at some point in the future. But The namesake of the peach farm, I like to call it, and it's because he told me, is Papa Bob's peach farm. So that's his grandfather who taught him all of this stuff. This what seeds is all about, was the seeds that Papa Bob actually planted in Marcus. That he has grown up now into more than just a peach farm, but a legacy for him and his family. Well, Papa Bob has a sister, and his sister name is I'ma call her Mama Essie. I hope I'm saying that name, but Mama Essie turns 100 tomorrow. Let's go. Shout out. How many people know anyone that is 100 years old? Nobody. I don't know if anyone in my family has ever made it to 100, but they'll be celebrating her on Tuesday. Today's the 25th. Tuesday the 26th, August 26th. So happy birthday to Mama Essie. That's what I'm gonna call her. I hope I again has have pronounced that right. But 100 years young, man. I can only hope and dream that I could make it to 100 years old. I hope I do, and I hope that you do too. And I hope that we're winning in life when we do it. But last but certainly not least, that just brought some joy to my heart. 100 years old. Man, what a legacy. That's just really fire. But that brings me to this week's word of the week. Every week, Marcus Tate sends me a word. We're gonna get to that right now. To start off my week with a positive word. So I like to read them to you guys so that you can have that same positive word for the rest of your week. So let's get right to that. And it says, "Rise and shine." Word of the week is friend. Friend is defined in many ways, but but I like this description. A friend is a person whom one knows, with whom one has had a mutual bond. I got to brush up on my reading skills. They are a person who acts as a supporter of the cause or other help. I like the term. I like your term. Network is your net worth. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me start this over. My goodness gracious. Rise and shine. Word of the week. Friend. Friend is defined in many ways, but I like this description. A friend is a person who knows with one whom has a mutual bond. They are a person who acts as a supporter of the cause or other help. I like the term, your network is your net worth. In life, we have to surround ourselves with quality people and add to our life. Having a great network of people definitely adds to your success and happiness. A quote from Papa Bob. He said that we're not put on earth just for ourselves. We're put here to help one another. If you have friends, make sure you appreciate the friendship. Then he leaves me with a Bible verse. Greater love has no one, greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. John chapter 15, verse 13. In the New King James Version of the Bible, have a great week, Marcus Tate. I apologize for butchering that so much, but wow, friend. That is what Marcus has been to me. That's why he has his own segment, and that's why we shouted out Mama Essie. That's why we continue to shout out Papa Bob. And he's right, man. You need friends. Absolutely need friends in this world, and friends who will pick up the phone when you call. Friends who will respond to the text message when you text them. Not people who will leave you on red. I heard Busta Rhymes say one time, if I call you and it takes you 6 hours or something to call me back, I really wasn't important to you in the first place. If I call you, it ain't for nothing. If I call you, it's because I need you. And it don't mean I need something from you, but I need you. You want to be there for your friends. You want to be a good friend. If you want people to be there for you, you got to be there for them. And we all need people when we get lonely. We all need people when we get down. We all need people when we win. The point is, we need people. All right. So get around people. Uh, that's one of the reasons why we or I created this Winning Life University. So let's get into the main part of the show now. Get this banner down. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone want? Let me see. Can we shout some more people out before we get started? We got Lone Wolf Landscaping in here. Omerta Mitch, what's going on with you? 203 Shar, Sky Conklin, how you doing? Lawn Smith 717, what's going on with you? 419 Lawn Maintenance, uh, Patriot Lawns PC, what's going on? That's my man Rory. Woodburn All Seasons is going good. Another great day out in Bend, Oregon. Love the positive vibes and advice. Keep it up. I will do my best, my brother. Thank you very much. And I appreciate everyone who's here today. Let's answer one question here. He says, Yard Works. He says, what's the best advice for a first timer going to equip? Seems like so much to see and do. The best advice would be to plan. I'll have a dedicated, probably a couple dedicated Equip Expo episodes here soon, even if they're not on a live show, just to kind of explain. But for my first time, you definitely, and you'll hear this on all the podcasts, comfortable shoes, bring two pair. Like if you want to walk around with dirty shoes on the inside, that's fine. I prefer to look clean when I'm inside, but make sure when you go outside that you have another pair of work shoes. Bring your work boots or something because it's either going to be dusty or it's going to be muddy. What it ain't going to be is clean. And I had my Jordans were destroyed by the time I got done walking around outside trying to record stuff, and it was dusty last year. But years past, it's been muddy out there. So comfortable shoes, another pair of shoes. Eat before you go. I love Equip Expo, but the food hasn't, in my personal opinion, maybe it differs for other people, but I would eat before you get there and then eat when you leave. Maybe bring some snacks so you don't have to maybe spend a lot of money. There's some a good taco place there, maybe a hamburger or hot dog or whatever. But other than that, in my personal opinion, the food at the actual event hasn't been stellar. It's not bad, but it ain't five-star either, which I guess is to be expected at an event like that. So comfortable shoes, your work boots, snacks, and yeah, I'd say that's probably it off the top of my head. But let's get into this week's show. A lot of your shout outs. Did I say that? Yeah. OTF, Ali, bruh, what's going on with you? We got. All right, I got everyone. All right, so let's get to the main part of the show now. So, Winning Life University, I've been talking about it for a minute. Did I put the thing in here? I guess I didn't. If you are interested in joining today, it is now available. So, let me post the link in here for anyone if you may want to join right now. Um, But I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna show you the logo. I'll explain to you how I came up with the logo, and we'll go over some of the stuff we want to do. I can announce that the first meetup is going to be this Thursday, which is August 27th. The first online meetup. We already have people who have joined, and yeah, we already have some people who have joined, so it's going to be fun. We're going to get to know each other. I think the best time to get in would be now because while it's small, we'll get to know each other the best. Once it gets a little bigger, we might not be able to get to know each other quite as if you went to high school and you was in a class that had 12 people or you were in a class that had 40 people. Which one was a little bit easier to get noticed in? I'm assuming the one with 12. So while it's young, you might as well come on in, be an original member, and let's start building together. But I'm trying to get this link real quick, and I don't know why in the world this thing changed on me, but uh, Here we go. I apologize. Thank you for your patience. But this computer, boy, I tell you what, when someone messes up your stuff, especially when you got ADHD, I got ADHD, and it is, as you guys know, I talk about it all the time. I know where everything's at where I have my stuff. And if people mess with that, oh my gosh, it really throws me off. And this is what has happened. So I had everything set up and then the mic wasn't working. I'm talking for 13 minutes and no one could hear what I'm saying. I done started the show 3 times and it has been a cluster F to say the least. There we go. All right. Now that should be the link should be posted if you're interested in signing up today. We'll go over it real quick. Let me. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. All right, you guys can see this now. Okay, so first I want to explain why I have been calling it Lightbringer University, and I had a whole logo and everything for that. And when I showed it to my wife, she was like, "What's that mean?" And that really just hit me. And I was just like, "Yeah, what?" I'm gonna have to explain what Lightbringer means every time some and some people are gonna know because they might see lawn care power moves, they might hear me say it on a YouTube video or on the podcast, and maybe they don't watch it live. I don't know. But the majority of people aren't gonna know what winning life what winning life I'm sorry, what Lightbringer University even was. And I didn't want to have to continually explain this over and over and over again to a whole bunch of people, whether they're new or see me at Equip or something like that. So, also, what does that actually mean? For me, a light bringer is someone who teaches you things, who brings joy to your heart whenever you feel down. They're always there. They bring light. They bring the light, right? They light up the room. That's what it is to me. It's what my uncle was to me. Someone who always made me feel uh, I don't want to say accepted because I always felt accepted, but I mean like make me feel real, alive, seen, right? That I was important. People who do that, some people just do it naturally. That's what my uncle did. Those people are light bringers, okay? And then there's some people who work on it and they learn stuff so that they could teach it to others and share the light the path for someone else so that they could go in a better direction. Or in just the direction that they didn't know was even available to them, right? So that's what it was, and I would have to explain that every time. But what do I always talk about, and what is the most important thing to me, and that is winning in life, and for other people to win in life. And what is winning in life? Only you know. For me, winning in life is having a family. For me, winning in life is quitting my job and starting a business. For me, winning in life is having a great relationship with my children. Winning in life is getting up and getting to do something that I truly enjoy doing, that I have fun doing. Winning in life is helping other people win in their life. That's what winning in life is to me. So whatever it is to you, I just want to help that happen. So when it comes to winning in life, that's how what I strive to be. Now we want to win with a positive mindset. We want to win with a strong business. We want to win with leaving a good family legacy. We want to win with our health and fitness because we can't leave a family legacy if we're not here to accomplish the mission. All right. And last but certainly not least, we can't win in life unless we have a strong foundational uh, a strong foundational and relationship with God. So spirituality, man. I want to have spiritual growth. So that's what winning life university is going to be all about is winning together. If I win, I'm going to help you to win. If you win, you help me to win. We all get to win together. There is no competition out here. I'm not competing with anyone else. I'm competing with myself and where I should be, where I could be, where I want to be. And I want to be around people who are also going where they want to be. But guess what? Together we can still ride the same plane. We just can't connect them flights at different airports. But at the end of the day, we're all going to our destination. And that's what this community is going to be all about. Sharing the wins, sharing the losses, picking each other up, telling each other the real. Bruh, you need to hear this. You tripping right now. Why are your prices like this? You tripping right now. Why you treat your employees like that? You tripping right now. You talking about getting divorced? What? Right? We want to have people that can hold us accountable. But I know how lonely it is being an entrepreneur. When you're the first person, you're the only person. No one has ever talked to you about this stuff before. And now that you started, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm learning all this stuff. Now you got no one to talk to. Well, you got this. Come here. Share those wins with each other. I know I don't really like to talk to people so much about new things that I've got who aren't in the business, who aren't in entrepreneurship in some way, shape, or form, whether they're in lawn care or the green industry is irrelevant. When someone's running a business, they understand what business owners are going through, even if they're in different industries. And to be around a community of people who are actually in your industry, but not just in your industry, but also the same mindset. Because to jump out on faith and be an entrepreneur is tough and it's lonely. And there's a lot of people out here and some of these things where they'll beat you down for asking a question, but not here. We want to help people win in life. We want to win in life. And when you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything that you want. And that's what I want to keep pushing. So not only that, you've created a business, like I believe you should be on social media too. So it's going to be encouragement for that. I'll tell you what I'm doing, what I'm using, what I'm editing with, how I'm doing my process, all of these things. If you've seen some of the stuff that I do and you enjoy it, I'll teach you exactly how I've done it. Um, uh, to be an open book, so that not just it's if you want to win. If you want to win, doing whatever you want to do. I just want to be able to help you with that. But that's kind of what the group is going to be about. Uh, like I said, we have a few members so far, but I pulled up this because I wanted you to be able to see the new logo that I created, and I wanted to sort of explain some of it to you, which I kind of said some stuff about it just now. But winning life, obviously, that is a that's self-explanatory. I just explained what winning in life is. But university, why did I call it university and not community or group or family or something like that? We are definitely going to be a family in there. But I called it university because I'm going to be making some tools and some things for people to use. And you will have the ability to get them as they come out. Really kind of just teaching you the playbook that I've learned through things that I've purchased on my own experiences, things that I've researched on my own, and or things that people have given me. So that's why I chose university as that part of the name over community or something like that because it's going to be all encompassing. everything that I'm trying to do. I just want to share it with you, and hopefully, you want to share some stuff with the group and me because, again, it's all about us winning in life together. Why are the colors red, black, and white? That's simple. It's my favorite colors. You can look at my trucks, my trailers. Well, not my trucks anymore, but my trailers, the equipment, everything that we use is pretty much red and black, besides the small equipment, which is orange and black, but that will be changing here very soon. Yeah, and I also want to let people know what we're doing in our business to be innovative. So if any of that stuff sounds appealing to you, then awesome. But let me tell you what happened for me when I got involved with, um, we like to call it the compound crew. So I started to do meetups because I went to the GIE rally back in 2021. That was my first one. I talked about that before. This ain't about that. But I wanted that feeling of what I felt at Equip Expo my first year down there in 2021. And then the real feeling was even better when I got to that GIE rally my first ever time going. Just the atmosphere and how many people were talking and all of that. It was cool, but it was just like a location. It was awesome. There was some pageantry and, some t-shirts and things you got like that, but it was basically just a bar in an open area and people talking who have either been to Equip before or it was their first time or whatever, but it was very inviting. The vibe was dope, and it was something that I really had never experienced before. I tell my friends it's like going to nationals for flag football where there's just flag football everywhere and then there's little booths and things like that. Um, and it's a lot like that, like I guess a convention, like it actually is. Um, but for the first time, it was just like this is flag football as a community, but everyone for the most part is paying to play. There might be some sponsored people, maybe there's some social media people. There's been NFL players that have played and college players that have played, and maybe they had sponsorships and or things like that. I don't know. We were always paying to play. We pay to fly down there. We pay uh to put our team in. We pay everything, right? We pay to play. When you go here, you pay to go there, but you get to learn. And I don't care about learning a flag football play. That ain't gonna make me no money. But if I could go down here and learn a efficiency play, oh, you mean to tell me if I do things this way, then I'll be faster, which means I'll make more money? Cool. I mean, people tell me a football play and they're like, Go out here, run this route, and you'll score a touchdown." And guess what? I still had to pay. Who cares? And that was just for fun. This is for legacy. You teaching me how to fish, not just giving me a fish. I want to eat for my lifetime, not just for a day because I'm gonna starve tomorrow. Right? But we wanna win in life for life, and then leave legacy after life. Right? That would be fair. So it's a lot like that going down there. And this was the first time I was in an environment where it was like, oh, I can learn how to do this and actually be better at my craft, which will then make me more money, which will then make me be done faster so I could get back to my family, the entire reason I started any of this in the first damn place. All right. That's what Equip Expo did for me. So whenever I went to that first meetup, I came home and I just felt like I was on fire. But it was what, another month after that Equip is at the end of October? Was it like another month and then it was over? Nothing. Just back to alone, waiting for the spring to come, no one to talk to, anything like that. So one day, Piper, he hits up, they already had people that they knew, and I've told this before, but Piper, John Doyle, Talon the rock star, Tommy the 21-year-old savage, think he's still 21, and this dude Brad Bodner, they all was having a little lunch. And so John Doyle DMs me, he's like, "Hey Mac, we're up at Permani Brothers if you want to come up and hang out." So I was like, all right, cool. So we went up there and hung out. Now Piper's 7 feet tall. I didn't know this because he was sitting down at the time, but he's 7 feet tall. He's the one that put this whole thing together. So he's sitting there, we're all talking, we're having a good time. And then after that, we leave. I just remained cool. This was the first time I met any of them, like face to face. I had seen them or liked their stuff or talked to them before on the internet, maybe. But I didn't know Piper at all, or Talon, or Tommy. I knew who Brad was and I knew who John was, but never talked to them before. So I go up here and I'm a stranger, and they all know each other, and we just had a great time, and it felt like Equip Expo. It felt like that GIE rally, and I was like, I want to have this feeling all the time. So I started doing meetups. Right, those meetups led to me and Piper going to lunches all the time. Me and us being in a group chat we called the Four Horsemen, even though there was 5 of us, right? All of us always talking together, which then led to where Talon was. Him, the person that had the building next to him moved out. So Talon's like, "Yo," he hits up Piper. "Hey, Pipe." So Piper hits up me. He's like, "Hey, Mac, we can move into this. I know you hate that storage facility. We can move in here together, and it's 1,000 square feet. At the time, I was only getting 320 square feet in the storage unit I had. So I'm like, I get 500 now. Let's bet. Let's do it. What's the rent? The rent was cheaper when you split it in half than I was paying, and we got a whole parking lot and everything. It was like it, but I never would have got that if I didn't get into that community. Now I had to tell that whole lineage story so you knew how I knew Piper, Talon, and everybody, Tommy and Doyle, who's at the compound. Doyle's not at the compound. It's me, Talon, Tommy, and Pipes. But how our little group got together. And the reason I told that story was this. Whenever I met John, I'm pretty sure he was still writing everything down. And I'm pretty sure he would be okay with me telling you this story too. So after that first initial meet, Doyle texts me. He's like, Piper said, dude, that dude's gonna be big. He like they felt all fired up, and as did I. It was like a amazing feeling to have 6 people come together, talk about stuff. People were taking notes. This was a lunch. Talk about stuff and then implement things. In that first year, I don't really know what happened. All right. Go into year 2, me and Piper move into the compound, and now it's me, Talon, Tommy, and Piper all at the same place, and we still talking to Doyle in the group chat all the time. Well, Doyle hits me up. He's like, "Hey, I'm at Starbucks with my dad. We go here every morning." And I was like, he's like, "You want to come have a coffee?" I was like, "Yeah," because I wanted to show him like it's one thing to talk stuff, but then to actually show it. So I showed Doyle, like at the time I was using Yard Book. I showed him my yard where he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Like, "Oh my, how are you?" And "Well, I can't believe, that type of feeling. He couldn't. So that year he took what we communicated to one another. He implemented it. It ain't like he needed my help. He has 100 and over 100 5-star Google reviews. He's the top of the top in my area. John Doyle, and we're good friends. No hate at all. Like, he sent me work, I've sent him work. Same with all of us, right? But he changed some things, raised some prices, and ever since then, he was killing it before, and he just really is killing it now, like unreal. He's done started doing fertilization. He's already doing 500-600 yards of mulch every single year. He's 100 yards that he's doing. Like he's killing it, right? Then you got Talent has bought he got like 6, 7 trucks, 4 or 5 trucks now. I think he got 6 employees. He's out here crushing it. Tommy just bought a dump trailer. He got a Ford F-350 crew cab. He's young, so he put nice rims on it and everything. His truck's all suited up and booted with lights all over it, looking pretty. We're gonna do a shop tour with him soon, right? Pipes just picked up a brand new to him truck. He just got a chipper for his tree business. So now he got a truck with a dump insert in it and a tree trip. Sheesh, a a chipper. My goodness gracious, he got a chipper, a second truck, and a dump trailer. He also bought a brand new mower. So we're gonna be updating his shop tour here next week, and that'll be coming out on YouTube. So be on the lookout for that so you can see the stuff he's doing. But I say all of that to say this. Piper said he knows for a fact it is because we're all together. We're all pushing one another. We're all sharing information. We're all sharing jobs together. When I need to have a tree cleaned up, Pipes is there within a week to take care of it. If I needed a paver patio to be put in, Talon is there to take care of that. Or even my man, Deshaun James, down there in West Virginia. We got friends to take care of things, man. And you need that. Also, we're sharing information. Uh, Piper started a YouTube channel. Now him and I are talking all the time. I'm giving him pointers. He's telling me, "Hey, the community might like this," so we can create things together. A community is something that, again, when you got someone else, it's a lot harder to quit. When you're feeling down and you got someone else to tell you, "Hey, I've been there before. I've been through this. Here's what I did to get through it. You could get through it too. You'll get through the other side." Like, these things are important. So having a community, is just big. I know I got off track here, but I went off on a tangent. But let's get back to the thing. Actually, Winning Life University, I went over that. Why are there tree roots down here? So I really care about family legacy. In my family, I grew up poor, 11 different schools before I got to high school. Um, Food stamps, single mom, father in prison. I've said all of this stuff before. I started listening to Dave Ramsey when I started my business, 2016, and he was saying some things that was really making some sense to me. And one of those things was, you can change your family tree. You can change it. If someone didn't have the wherewithal, the thought, the determination, the want to, the desire to change their movie, to change the station, to change their circumstances, to change their mindset, oh well. But we're here now. And I heard it from his voice. And if you never heard it from his voice, now you get to hear it from mine. You have the ability to change your family tree. Some people don't know that. Some people think that you just got to stay where you've been, but you're not a tree. That's the cool thing. You can just pick up and transplant yourself somewhere else. If the location you're in isn't fruitful, if the soil's bad, you can just pick up and go somewhere else. And I ain't talking about picking up your house, moving to another state. I'm talking about small, simple things. You can just change them. If it's not working for you, your relationship, you can change that. If it's not working for you, how you're doing things in your business, you can change that. If friends and family are around you are tearing you down and not building you up, man, you could change that. You're in control. You can go put your roots somewhere else. If you don't like the situation that you're in, if you don't like the circumstances that you keep having to go through, you can change those by changing yourself. And then once you change yourself, you get to change your family tree forever. And that's what the roots are all about. We want to dig deep into nutritious soil that is well watered and obviously well fertilized. So we can be our strongest self. Because if the roots are deep, sometimes the trees they can even withstand hurricanes and tornadoes. But if the roots ain't deep, and if you ain't got a bunch of other trees around you, big red oak trees to build you up, man, you could break in half too. You could be uprooted. and swept away. But when you got a community around you and you look at the big forest and they got a whole bunch of trees, man, they just bend and sway because it ain't nothing too major because all these people got your back, right? So I want to have people around me that are digging their roots real deep, as deep as they can go, so they can be strong and help lift other people up to where they want to go. So that's what the roots are all about. The reason it's glowing like that is because we are the light. Last but certainly not least, the torch at the top is lighten the path for other people. Once you know information, it's like sinful to keep it to yourself. Because whatever information you got, it wasn't for you. It was for you to give to someone else. God just gave it to you so you could bring it to light. So the torch is about we're walking hand in hand. We got a torch in one hand, and now the person behind us can see where we're at. And if the person behind them needs to see, we just light their torch too. So that's what the whole logo is about. We want to win in life. The university is, we will have some things coming that will help you out. Right now, I have a price increase letter that I just put out there. So that's available for you if you would like that. That probably won't do good for you right now. So don't be going and trying to change your prices at the end of August. You will just get fired. But at the beginning of next year, that will help you raise your prices in a professional manner. We light the torch for other people, and then we're going to win in life together. Red, black, and white are my favorite colors. So I hope that that explained it to you. Like I said, I put the link in the description of the video. It will also be in the description of the podcast. And the first Lightbringer Win in Life online meetup will be this Wednesday. I'm sorry, this Thursday at 8 p.m., I believe, is when I have it set. So again, there's more information on the actual sign up link, and then you can register for the free online meetup at your convenience. It will be on Thursday, August 27th, I believe, from 8 to 9 p.m. These will be an hour long, and I'm still not sure yet if there'll be Zoom or StreamYard. So maybe we'll try one of each and see which one. Uh, you guys like better. But again, it is now open. Registration is open for Winning Life University. You can join with the thing down below. If anyone wants to join the show, I would love to have you on. I will put a link down here in the comment section. And if you would like to join the show, I would love to have you on. If not, I can answer any questions anyone may have. Just put them in the comment section. But here is the link right here so you can join the show. Boom, and I will tag it at the top. But yeah, I appreciate everyone's patience for, waiting for your boy to excuse me, for your boy to bring to make this thing real, because I apologize, man. It took me a minute to figure out how I want to do this. I always want to make sure that I am doing uh, that I'm doing you justice. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I especially don't want to waste your money. So this will be a paid group, but I'm going to put my all into it to help people win in life, and I hope that you will too. So I look forward to seeing the people who join, and I look forward to this week's online meetup for the first time. Man, we'll get to know each other, answer any questions, and start to try to see where people want to go with their life, because it's inspiring to find out what are people's true passions and joys in life, and how can we get to do those and use our business as the catalyst or the vehicle to help us to do other things in our life that we actually enjoy doing. Because I do enjoy doing the work, I do enjoy owning a business, but what I truly enjoy is being with my family and being around people who are doing what I'm doing. and helping. That's the true real joy in life. Trying to be a part of someone else's testimony by enriching their life. So that's what I enjoy doing, and I would like to know what other people enjoy doing. So I appreciate it. Mallard Outdoors says, "I trust you." I appreciate that. Um, can't wait to get started. So Mallard Outdoors, he's one of the first people to join. Shout out to Terry Nichols, Valley View, um, Valley View Lawns, I believe is the name of the his business. Valley View Lawn, yeah. It's the 27th. The site is the 28th. I have it added to his calendar already. Let me make sure I'm right. Uh, yes, it is the 28th. I apologize. The 27th is Wednesday. I was thinking it was Tuesday for whatever reason. So, yeah, it is. It's Oct. I'm sorry. It is August 28th on Thursday. This Thursday coming up, and I'm excited to be a part of it and to help people out, man. It's gonna be a fun time. So, again, does anyone want to hop on the show tonight? If you do, I would love to have you. I just posted a link. All you gotta do is click the link. You don't need to have a computer. You don't need to have a microphone. All you need to have is a phone with a camera on it, and we can have a little conversation. If not, we are just about time to close the show anyway. So I guess we won't do that. So don't do me a favor and don't hit that link because we got 4 minutes left, and I got to get to the last shot. Um, yes, I got to get to the last shot. So. This show has been a crazy show tonight. Thank you again for dealing with the technical difficulties. And who's this down here? Oh, he popped up out. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this week's last shot, man, is the same as the beginning of the show, the motivational minute. Let me hit this thing real quick, the banner. But this week's last shot is for you to make the first move. Listen, the reason I say you have to make the first move is because whenever I went to Las Vegas a couple weeks ago for Pod Row, I was like, I'm gonna create content. I'm gonna create content. I'm gonna make some reels. I'm gonna do YouTube videos. I'm gonna do some podcasting. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I had all of these big plans, and I did most of them. All right, all right. I did most of them, but you got to make the first move. If you don't get started, you can't create momentum, and if you don't have momentum, it's easy to stop. It's very easy to stop if you don't create the momentum, if you don't get started. So you got to make the first move. When I was in Las Vegas, I was telling my boy Payjack, I was telling Eric Triplett, I was telling Naylor, like, I'm about to turn it up. I'm about to create my group. I'm going to create my products that I'm going to make available since people have been asking about them so much. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then I didn't do shit. This group was supposed to start in June. And all I did was procrastinate. So if you're doing that, because the second I stopped procrastinating, I created the group, and in the first day, 4 people signed up. You got to make the first move. God has something for you. He's waiting for you to make the first move. Chances are you've already thought about it before. Chances are, and you had a dream about it before. Chances are you was in the shower dropping a tear about, man, I know I'm supposed to do this. Why haven't I done it? That was me. That's how I felt. That's how I felt before I started my actual lawn care business. That's how I felt before I started the YouTube channel. That's how I felt before the podcast. That's how I felt before anything on social media. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be bigger. That's God telling you what He got for you. It's giving me goosebumps right now because I know what it feels like. I know what that feels like. To know you're supposed to do something, to know you're supposed to be something, and then to not do it. That hurts. You can stop the hurt. All you got to do is make the first move. Let's go. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. I wish you nothing but success. Remember, the Creator created you to be creative. So get out there and create whatever you want in your life because you deserve it. I'm out. Peace.